What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Dan Stephen here for another reaction. In this reaction, we're going to be doing some more Karl Pilkington. So this is obviously taken from the Ricky Gervais show, which is the podcast. We did one last week, and it's going to be... Whoa. Will you fuck up?
Your language is appalling.
Oh, start again. Try not to curse. Jesus Christ, like, he's only driving a fucking Clio, just probably. Anyway, apologies about that rude fucking driver. I do curse actually.
Do you see since that person left that comment? I don't. I've noticed every second or third word you use is a curse word.
I'm more nervous.
But see, when you're in work, would you be like that?
No, I wouldn't curse.
Maybe you don't know.
I don't curse. I'm my parents and in work. Yeah. I can control it.
Well, if you can do it in your parents and your work, can you do it in our podcast? This is your work.
It's not work.
This is fun.
Well, do you like Bill cursing though?
No, it
used to be fun.
I just don't care. No, I just used to. It used to be fun. But I just don't care. But I actually have just noticed that we curse way more than I thought we would. Yeah. When we're just talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be more aware of it.
That was definitely you left that comment on it. You're trying to change me.
I was arguing back to that person, but now I'm thinking,
you're right.
They were right all along. Now I'm annoyed.
No, we're not. You can't tell someone that not the curse or to curse.
Context this. So basically, we got a comment in one of the videos saying we curse too much. But
we thought
I was
joke.
like, what? We don't really. Maybe we've just said, oh, that's really funny, or like, oh, that's.
You can curse there.
I know that's effing funny or something.
Don't say F. I hate people say that. Just say the word. Just say it. Don't say effing.
But
now
I've realized
loses
that
all the appeal.
We do curse way more than we thought we.
Maybe we curse more. I curse more in this, I think, because I'm maybe a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Because.
But suppose you think about it. Say someone was watching like YouTube with their kid or something, and then they flick this on. Like, oh, watch these guys, and then we're just cursing every 2 seconds. That would be annoying, I suppose.
I don't know. Like, is it? Like, my mum never brought us up to be like, oh, don't, like, watching a TV show or a song, oh, he cursed that, or don't listen to it. Yeah. You were never brought up that way.
I would have been.
Like, your mum said, so if Eminem song came on rapping.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
Serious?
Yeah, if I was a kid,
yeah. Oh, so uncool. My mum was like, here, whack it on here. Kim? Fucking killing Kim again.
You again, look?
I'm not going that close.
Anyway, Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Let's go. See if we can get through this.
Now I need to edit that fucking out there.
You don't.
I do.
You need to wash your
So this is going to be, obviously, I think the last video we did was Karl Pilkington introduces his diary. I think this is like a second clip from her or something out there. I have never watched this, listened to this podcast or watched this show apart from our reaction. So so this is Karl Pilkington's Karl's Diary 2. Give it a go, see how it goes.
Go. Oh, chimpanzee diary.
Okay, now that surely cannot be fair on anyone's ears listening.
Right, ages ago, right, about the 1950s.
Oh yeah.
There was this gangster knocking about, and do you know how, like,
was he called Hairy Fingers?
Do you know how, like, a lot of gangsters like to get into gambling and that?
Yeah.
And you know, like all these peers and that, all these mates who are like gangsters and stuff. They've all bought horses.
What's going on?
They take racing and they make money from them and that, don't they?
Yeah.
So anyway, he was
Chuckles
like,
Seagull was no different.
And he was like, yeah, that's a good thing to get into. I might get into a bit of that, right? So he gets himself this horse, right? And there's a big race coming up. That's why he's a bit of a last minute.
And the jockey turns up and it's fine. He's a human jockey and it's fine. Excellent. Okay, well that was another podcast.
So anyway,
please listen.
Hang on, there's more.
Oh,
hang on. So anyway, this big race is coming up. He's like, I've got to be involved in this because I can make a lot of money out of my horse here.
Choose the jockey wisely then.
So he says to his mate, he said, look, I've got myself a horse and that. He said, we just need a jockey, get someone to sort it out and what have you, so we can get in this race.
Go to the jockey club.
His mate's like, yeah, all right, I'll have a word and that, have a look round and that, see if there's anyone decent.
And the good thing about jockeys is there's never been a shortage of jockeys because a lot of them don't make the grade. So there's always too many jockeys to go round.
Always too many human jockeys.
Yeah. There's never a problem getting jockeys. Fine. Go on.
So anyway, right, so his mate says, look, I'm having a problem getting a jockey.
Seems like he's just been saying there's not a problem.
What do you mean? So,
just because the main problem was
go on.
A lot of jockeys were aware of this gangster and were saying, I'm not getting involved with this guy. The chances are I won't get paid, you know, he's a gangster, it's not worth it.
You would do it if it was a gangster asking you. You'd be scared of the consequences.
So anyway, he's saying, look, don't be coming to me with problems and that, right? I've got the horse. I want it in the race. Sort it out. So they're like, oh, but boss. And he's like, don't give me any of that. Don't
Exactly.
sort it out.
They do what he says, so any jockey would do it. Go on.
So anyway, so the day before...
The big race, yeah. Left it to the last minute, okay, but fine.
And he said, have you got a jockey then? They're like, yeah, but... And he's going, don't worry about it. Have you got a jockey? Yeah, but... And he's like, well, look...
He wants to say, sure.
So he's saying, has he ridden the horses before and that? He said, well, yeah, he has, but mainly... And he's like brilliant. And he goes, yeah, but mainly in like a circus.
In the jungle...
No, like in the circus and that. He'd worked with horses and stuff.
In the circus.
It's fine.
So he's like, that's enough. That's all I need to know.
Well, they'd be too heavy because circus people are quite built, aren't they? They're a bit heavier than the jockey because the jockeys are about 8.5 stone.
He said, brilliant. Get him down there and that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, the race happens.
He didn't want to meet him beforehand. He wasn't worried.
No
about
point. Not
No.
bothered.
No.
As far as he's concerned, he's putting his money on it and what have you.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
What happened is they were trying to make him put on the jockey outfit,
Yeah.
but for some reason it didn't fit that well.
Sleeves too short, legs too long.
It's that sort of problem.
Okay.
So they let him, wear his stuff that he wore in the circus and that because it's comfortable with that. He's happy with it. Do you know what I mean? That's what he's happy with.
Yeah.
Anyway, race starts and what have you. This horse straight out of the trap and that high speed, right? This jockey's got a really big grin on his face. He's loving it, right? Everyone's cheering, going, "Who's this? Who's this jockey?"
Yeah.
It's amazing. Never seen him before, and yet look at him.
But they can see his face clearly.
Anyway, Gangster's happy in that because he's won.
But I just want to say the crowd can see the jockey, can they?
What?
The crowd can. I mean, it's
Yeah,
face
but it's so fast and what have you.
It's a blur, it's all a blur.
I mean, apparently he was
Right.
close to falling off, and people were like, he's gone, he's a goner.
Right.
He's got such a good reach. He managed to grab hold of
Good reach.
At the end of it, like the winner sort of rides around the crowd bit,
Yeah.
sort of, show off and what have you.
Yeah.
And all the women are there, and like women are all dolled up at these events.
Sure.
They've all got big hats on.
Sometimes they got fruit on those hats.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right.
One of the women,
In the 50s, particularly Carmen Miranda was very popular.
Yeah.
one of the women had like you say, fruit and what have you on it,
Yeah.
a little banana.
Right. Some kind of
They're
Cuban
not real.
woman.
They're not real though. The hats. They're
Not real fruit, is it?
No, of
Yeah.
course not. Never.
So
But I don't know
Really-
who. I thought they wore those sort of kind of Cuban
Yeah, but
entertainment shows. I didn't realise they wore them at
but
events.
even if it's like a big event, you might have a hat with fruit, and it's sort of joke, but it's fake fruit because it would
Yeah.
perish.
Well, this jockey didn't understand that. He'd never seen false fruit.
I don't understand.
But why did the jockey? Why was he so desperate for fruit? I don't understand.
So anyway, meanwhile, the Gangster's collecting his 500 quid winnings.
Yeah.
Right? He's over the moon.
Yeah.
He kicks off because of this woman with the fruit.
Yeah, I don't understand. I still don't understand
don't
why the
understand.
jockey would go.
Everyone noticed. Jockey, little monkey fella.
Oh, that makes sense. If he was a monkey, that would make sense.
Yeah.
What year was this? Because I want to.
It was 1950s, and that's where the saying comes from about, like in Cockney slang, 500 quid is a monkey. He sort of put, he put a monkey on it, and it all goes back to the time
So
when
this happened in England.
in this country,
Yeah,
in the
happened in England. So
1950s.
someone could well still be alive that we could easily
yeah.
contact. That
Well,
would
that's it.
confirm
We
that,
always,
'cause they were at
there's
the
no
event.
time length on this monkey news. If you've got any, if it's history, if it goes back,
Or if it's
years
made
ago,
up, bullshit.
just send it in.
If it's
to,
bollocks,
If you've got
send
any
it in.
bollocks
If it's
that
absolute
you wanna
bollocks,
send in.
please send it in.
So I need to give you. So obviously you have no idea what's going on there, right?
No,
So
it wasn't more of a diary, was it?
no, that wasn't his diary. Right? I don't know what the fuck was going
I
on
don't
there.
actually
But
comment.
Contact. So in a segment of the podcast, so Karl Pilkington is obsessed with monkeys, right? Like even in like Idiot Abroad, like anytime he sees a monkey, he's happy because he thinks they're really intelligent, and they are quite intelligent. But he's just obsessed with them.
Yeah.
So there's a segment of the podcast called Monkey News. So he would research stories about monkeys.
Oh,
But
right.
he believes that it's real. So like he's like saying like one of them's like like a monkey going to the moon and all this here stuff, and all. So obviously he's read this story online and
Yeah.
he tells them on the podcast as monkey news,
Yeah.
and they know it's bullshit, but he just believes
Is
it's real.
it always bullshit though?
It's always bullshit.
All right. So where do you fucking read these
I
stories?
don't know. You just get them off the internet. But yeah.
Oh, they're fucking. He's hilarious though, isn't he?
He's so funny. He's so innocent. I
It's-
love him.
yeah, and when we're talking beforehand, like obviously they don't do these shows anymore. They don't do these podcasts anymore because obviously he's probably grown and he knows a lot more. As you say, he's been around the world like 3 times now doing them TV shows, so he's a bit more clued in the reality now. And when before this was a fucking, he's the guy's an idiot,
Yeah.
not an idiot, but you know what I mean. He just didn't know what he was saying. Like he didn't have any filters. Now he's filtered now.
Yeah,
And
he's just learned a bit more.
now to do them sort of shows, to do the
Doesn't work.
podcast, it doesn't work anymore because then you're pretending to be that stupid then and say stupid things, and rather than being natural, you know what I mean. But anyway, that was our reaction to Karl Pilkington's diary, which
It wasn't really his diary. That was
really bad
mean,
actually. I
probably.
was really excited for his diary. But any other like Karl Pilkington, Ricky Gervais shit you want us to react to, then let us know in the comments below. Alright, cheers.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Just to let you know, we've got similar content available on the channel if you want to check it out.
We also do our own podcast called MCPodcasting, where we cover a range of topics from politics, sports, and even movies.
We basically just talk a lot of shit.
We argue a lot as well on it there, but all the links are below. We're on all major platforms, Spotify, iTunes, and is there any other?
That's the main ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's the main one.
Just check out the podcast, and if there's any sort of videos you want us to react to, drop us a comment in the YouTube videos, and we'll be sure to check it out.
Oh, if you want to make fun of us, then go ahead. We don't
Be
care.
nice.
Be nice.
In fairness, we don't really get that many comments.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me.
Okay.